Okay. Okay, we are live. Hi, I am Robin Smith. How are you? We are on here for a little Musketeer MLSP Q&A, and I'm recording this just in case you missed it. I am so excited to have Sarah Allison with me and Jax Henderson here to answer all your questions. And of course, Shane starts talking, right? Just as I hit record. So I'll let you guys take over just because I know, Jax, you had a couple ideas of how to kind of go about this, right? I don't want to.
Yes, kind of just, well, moving forward, yes, we want to make things really easy and clear for people in the group. So it's kind of good that we had a few comments in response to Sarah's post yesterday. Sorry, just moved my computer. And it kind of helps us to know where people are stuck, because what we want to do is provide a kind of list of, we've done the Getting Started guide, but we want to kind of expand on that and make things clearer so that you have a 1, 2, 3 way to get things moving. Because the first thing, it is like Sarah said to me today, we were having a chat, and she said, but it's so exciting when you get in there, because there's so much that you want to do, and there's all these tools that you want to try out. And yes, it absolutely is. But what we want to do is just put those on one side, just for the beginning part, and we want to get you moving and at least get two people in. So the only way to do that is to really, really focus on talking to the people you know. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to separate the scripts. So we're going to set up for you two scripts, basically. One, we've got these in the Getting Started guide, but we'll separate them out. So one will be for your warm market. So they will be for people that you know already. They might be members of your fan page. They may be, if you have a Facebook group, then that's the best place to start. They're the people that know you and they've come into your group. So we'll work with those people. Also, we have some members who have done a lot of prospecting online, maybe not awfully successfully up to this point, which is where we can help you with the scripts. But they have in their message box, lots of people that they have talked to from various places on Facebook. So all of those kind of 3 groups of people we would class as your warm market. So we'll put together a prospecting scripts for warm market, which will be, as Robin did in the Getting Started guide, but we'll separate them out so it's really clear for you. And then we'll also do one for people that are, I guess, new prospects. So these will be people, again, we've already got the scripts in the Getting Started guide. These are for people that you don't know already. And this is how really you will do your lead generation. So with any luck, you probably are on the 6-step sponsoring sequence and have a Facebook group. So you can double up this prospecting. This is what you should be doing anyway. When you start your group, is you're looking for people, you'll be going into relevant Facebook groups and chatting with people. And if it's appropriate and relevant and you're doing something that they're interested in, invite them to your group. So then they become one of your warm market people, and you can kind of move from the cold market script to the warm market script. But obviously there's 2 things can work alongside each other. Now it depends how big your warm market is. And you can go cold or you can go warm. I would suggest you do a bit of both actually each day. And you want to be building up new leads all the time, but the people you already know, you start talking to them, and the conversations don't all happen in a day, sometimes in a week, sometimes someone goes away and they come back to you 3 weeks later. So, your warm market ones just kind of go on. Once they start, you can keep a track of these. So you've got to keep your cold market going. You've got to be choosing your method of lead generation. To choose your social platform. Facebook is an easy one, but obviously Robin does Instagram and I do Pinterest, and we all do Facebook. Sarah, what do you do mostly? I can't hear you. Oh, yes, I know you do YouTube. But do you actually do lead generation and talk to people on YouTube?
I have a link on my YouTube channel into my Facebook group. So
right, okay.
YouTube's my main thing.
Brilliant. So, you know, it's worth all of you actually at some point exploring these. But if you've got one that works, then what you need to do at the beginning, the key thing, the only thing that you should really be doing now is monitoring your Facebook group and prospecting and talking to your warm market in your Facebook group. And that's it. You should be doing nothing else until you've got your 2 people into MLSP, which will mean that you're not paying for your subscription, and you keep that going. You know, get yourself a few people in, and then we can start, you know, one by one. We can look at where you are, but we'll give you a kind of a breakdown of what to do next. But at the moment, we haven't put too much else in there because you shouldn't be doing anything else. So once you've got set up with the MLSP Get Started Guide, then you get straight into the scripts, and I'll get some together tomorrow, and I'll put separate ones in for you. We'll pull them out of the Getting Started Guide, and we'll do, Robin's going to put them into the pinned post. So you'll have like a B, C order to do things. And if you're stuck, if you're not doing this, that means you're frightened of something. So you're not doing it for a reason. So what I would suggest is you talk to whoever your sponsor is in MLSP and get over that hurdle. Because if you're not doing it for some reason, something's stopping you, and you've got to get over that hurdle. There's no way. You'll never get anybody into MLSP if you don't start doing what you have to do. And if you're not doing it, then, you know, we've got to find out. We're here to help you. That's why we've done this group. That's why we're having this webinar tonight. And we'll be doing other things because we really, really want to help you move forward, because this is about lead generation, and this is what stops you in MLSP. It's also stopping you in your network marketing business, because it's all the same thing. And the prospecting that you're doing for this is what you should be doing anyway, but obviously you're not. So this is what we're going to turn around. Between us, we're going to make it happen for you guys, okay? So that's all from me, and I'll pass back to one of the others, and we must take some of your questions.
Hi. Thanks, Jax. That's great. And I think what came out of the question that I asked was, everyone's so excited to do it on MLSP and so on. It's like, oh my God, I can do funnel lines, I can do lists, I can send emails, I can do all, and you can do all of that. But if you try and do that from day one, you won't have any sign up. So you'll be paying out month after month after month and not actually covering your costs.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It will happen.
Yep, that's when I first joined. I joined in 2009 initially, and I was so excited. I watched all the training. I did this, I did that. And it was like 6 months later, I had no leads, 0. Nothing. I had been building my business yet, my MLM or network marketing business, but I had nothing in MLSP, and I had sent out, $150 times 6, whatever that is, and just basically nothing. And then I quit and then came back around, and kind of did what we did the second time, was focus on, okay, let me get my 2 so I'm free. And then it's okay to you do the other stuff, and start enjoying it, when you actually are not paying for it.
And that's exactly why we set things up the way we have. I understand. We're not trying to put the reins on you too much. We're not saying don't get excited. What we're saying is that let's at least cover your costs, because then you can go exploring and you can waste an afternoon just playing. That's fine. But do it when you're actually earning money, because otherwise it will be 6 months and you'll just be thinking, hang on a minute, I've missed out on something. So like Jack said, we're going to separate out all the scripts for you, and they do work. They absolutely work. You just need to be following them. And I think what we're also going to do, one of the questions that came up as well was about how to build your list. And you can do that with MLSP. When you're sending out like the free campaigns, you can build your list that way. But it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. So we're going to be teaching you how to build your list on social media. So through Facebook, through Twitter, through Pinterest, all of those platforms, we're going to be giving you hints and tips on how to actually build your list on that. And then you can start using the campaigns. Like once you're covering your costs, you can start using the campaigns to put people into your MLSP list. You can transfer people from your group onto your list and start sending email campaigns as well. But
We hanging out
It's all
tonight
things
too.
for you to be doing once you're earning, once you are covering those initial costs.
With a different time.
And that's what's so exciting about MLSP, I think, is the potential, and you all see that. And I love the fact that you're excited, because it shows me that you understand what you've got your hands on, and that the potential for doing all these things is amazing. But actually, right now, let's just deal with the basics. And the basics are, let's make some money. That's it. That's all we want to do. We want to get you earning some money, so that your cost of membership is covered. And so that's why things are set up the way they are. We're not trying to be deliberately slowing you down. We're just doing it because we know that actually you will get lost if you try and go too fast. And we're all guilty of it. Robin's done it. I've got to admit, when I joined, first thing I did was just sat and flick through everything. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And I really wanted to start doing this and that and the other. And I had to physically tell myself, nope, stop right there. And you keep first. So that's that. We're willing to take any of your questions tonight. Any questions you have, fire them at us. That's fine. We're not saying don't ask. That's exactly why we set this up. But we just wanted to explain why we've done things the way we have, and I hope you can all see the thinking behind it. So, with the explanations out the way, shall we open this up to people?
I think so.
So, if anyone's got anything to say, it's going to have to probably be a shout out. Who shouts the loudest?
Or don't all shout at once. Like
wave.
Yeah, wave would be very polite. If you wave if you have a question. Trouble is, I can't see everyone. There's people that have just got their photos up, so if they wave, I can
That's true.
So if you have a question, then please do ask, and we will do our best to answer between us. How can we help? Anyone going to be brave? Go on, Lynn.
Go on, Lynn. Set us off.
Start us off.
Yeah. I had somebody who asked me about sending links through WhatsApp. Can we do that? And if so, I think a couple of guys came back on MLSP and said, yes, we can. But how do we do that? Do we just kind of open it on, sorry, you're going to guess from this, I am so not technical at all. Do we just open like our MLSP and then just copy the link on the phone and put it through WhatsApp? Is that it?
Yeah.
If you can do, yeah.
Yeah, what I actually did, now I have a Mac and an iPhone, so the notepad is linked on both of them. So what I actually did was I copied all the campaigns, labeled them, what the title was, and then the link underneath, and I just put them in a notepad, and that way I have them wherever I am, so I don't constantly have to look them up. But you can do that with Evernote. You can do that even a saved email or something like that, somewhere that you can always get to them when you need to them, so you're not constantly signing back into MLSP just to look it up,
Absolutely. And then copy that link and then just send it through WhatsApp.
And just send it.
I think I usually try to go to Scotland just to get to the corner shop. So I was like, how do you do this?
Don't worry, we've all been there.
It's a good chance it's a good chance to get organised, like Robin said. When you start doing things like this, and you think there's links and things that you keep wanting to find, then get them organised yourself. Get yourself some kind of notepad. I tend to do things in folders in Dropbox, but it doesn't really matter what you do. Just get a piece of online paper somewhere.
No paper.
Just any links that you're using constantly. There's also Trello, which I've started to use a little bit more now. We've got into.
Love Trello.
I know, actually getting quite into that. But it's quite exciting too. Just like MLSP. All these little tools are really handy.
This tool is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, just kind of get your links, and like I haven't done the whole lot like Robin has yet, but I have got a document started where I've been putting the ones that I've been using. And if you're posting them in your Facebook group as well. Again, don't get too much into this at the moment, but it's quite good if you've got a few favourite free giveaways. You can put them in your group. every now and then, but make sure you write your own content and put the link. Don't just post the link and get the automatic thing that comes up, because that's spam, and that's what everybody does in every Facebook group. I was a member of quite a lot of junk groups until quite recently, because I was kind of just getting a feel of what was going on, and I wasn't posting in them, but I was seeing even people from within my group and things, and they've got an MLSP, one of the free things, and they just post it.
Yeah.
And you get the automatic picture that comes up, and you just think, how awful is that? So don't do that. If there's a genuine giveaway that people will like, then you could put that in your group, or write your own script, put some ideas, and at the bottom put maybe, this is a great, what's it, Instagram training, if you've done some Instagram chat or something. So use them in a way that's giving value, and it's your value, and it's coming from what, something that you're talking about, that subject, and then just put the little link so nobody sees anything except the link until they click it. So that's not a spamming way to do it. But don't do too much of that. Just get your links organised. Be organised.
Okay.
Don't worry if you've done that, though. Don't beat yourself up if you've done that.
No, it doesn't matter.
They were there to be used. We're just trying to teach you a better way to stand out. So don't beat yourself up if you've done it.
What I did say was put I watched the training from Aaron on MLSP, because I've done what you guys, or some of you guys have done, and just thought, I want to watch all of it. And I don't think I've slept, actually. I've just been watching the training. But I watched his training, and he had a fantastic way to do it. And he was very strong on posture and keeping the posture, and just saying that, not actually putting the link up, but PMing people. So what I did today was in the group, did that. But what I wanted to ask you, would you do it in your group and your profile page, or would you just do it in one or the other?
I would always do group first, because they're your special people. You want to make them feel special, like they get their hands on everything before anyone else, and then maybe a day later or a day or two later you can put it on your personal profile. But make sure your group feels like they're the first to get anything.
Yeah. Or do what I like to do is put it in my group and then put a little teaser on my profile. And that way you get people into your group.
Into the group. Exactly.
Yeah. Even if they're already in the group, now they know, oh man, I better go check and find out what this is, So that always works for a while.
That's really good. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put the teaser up tomorrow. I'm still trying to build this group. It's driving me nuts. I'm on 72 people now. And I want to get to ambassador, but it's going so slowly. Would you use anything connected, say, with MLSP to actually do that, to make the group grow faster, or would you just use like the free giveaways to do that, just to create that volume in the group?
Personally, I think if you can spend sort of half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour a day doing some of the trainings in MLSP, they're there, you can use them, or obviously 6 steps training, whatever training it is, then use that content to create the content in your group and do teaser posts, like Robin said, on your profile, in groups. It will happen. You will get between 5 to 10 people a day if you're picking the right groups. A lot of the hard work, actually, with Facebook, obviously Robin used Instagram to great effect to bring in, and Jackson with Pinterest. It's the groups, you've got to pick them, because what happens to most people, and if you've ever spammed, because you'll have done this yourself, you either share, go into a group, you don't even look in the group, you don't even click in the group, you just share straight into it, or if you click on the group, you just copy paste the message, and you're straight out again. And so you need to find groups where people are staying around a little bit longer and actually interacting. So that's what a lot of the time is spent on Facebook, is finding the groups where people are hanging out rather than the groups where they're just spamming, because you'll never get anywhere in those spamming groups, because people they're not staying long enough to notice. Your post could be saying, I've got $1 million if you want it, and people wouldn't even see it.
No.
So it's pick your groups. If Facebook is your tool, it might be a good time if you want to expand out and maybe speak to either Robin, Jax, myself, Hannah about another platform that you might want to look at having a feeder method. That will make things grow a lot faster as well.
I've gone to Instagram too, but very early days. Oh my goodness, my wall looks like, I don't even know what my wall looks like. I was listening to reading one of Robin's trainings and seeing like how it should be, kind of the strategy and the colours and the style. And I looked at my wall and I just thought, oh God.
Have you looked at mine? I talk about it all the time, but I don't always follow my own rule. Because you get thinking, you start to, you see a picture you love and you just want to put it on there, and then you realize this doesn't match at all, but I really love the picture, So, to me, the content's more than anything. I mean, the branding's, yes, very important and everything, but as far as Instagram, it's really, just like anything else, it is putting content up and then engaging with people. It's no different than Facebook or anything else, really.
Yeah, it's just about doing it. It does take time, Lynn, and you have to try different things and feel different things. And the thing is, just keep at it. Just be consistent. And if you're doing some work on Facebook, and Instagram, just go with it. Getting the content there is fine. Making things look pretty and stuff. When we're doing, teaching, you have to kind of teach the full picture, but there's always a place to start. And, you have to, you guys with this, and also, with the 6 steps in your groups, you have to kind of keep yourself together and not get diverted. And, check in with somebody, once a week or once every 2 weeks, and have a list and make sure that you're doing, like Sarah said, some lead generation every day. You're doing some content. And it's all about talking to people. I've been thinking about this last week. And the only way you're ever going to build a network marketing business is by talking to people. Now, you can do it in the street, you can do it wherever you are, or you can do it online, but you have to do it. If you don't do it, nothing will happen, and you have to have a lot of conversations going on all at the same time. So you have to start and just get 1 or 2 going, and then another one in. And like I say, some people will stop talking to you for a bit because something will happen, but they'll come back and, just get them going. And that's the hard bit. And the thing is that you've now got MLSP kind of help you. And if you're on the 6 steps, you've also got the 6 steps. So you've got 3 different things there that you can put into this sequence. Now, once we get through the MLSP, we can help you with how to lead that into your business and things. But for the moment, we're just one focus. So it's doing some content, doing some lead generation, and engaging with people. That's what it has to do. You have to do that, otherwise it won't happen. And you're doing the right thing because you're putting your content out there. So whatever reaction it gets, whatever comments people make, get onto them, get chatting, and do a bit of fresh prospecting as well. And that's all you need to do, really, every day. And then just keep those conversations going that have already started. And eventually, somebody will join, and you'll be like, oh my God, how did that happen? And the way it happened is because you've been consistent in what you've been doing, and people have picked up on that value. And if you keep giving it out and keep talking, it will come back. But it doesn't just happen. So you're doing the right thing, absolutely. Just have faith. Every week or 2, if you can't get onto one of our webinars, then talk to one of your teammates or one of us or something, and just check in and go, oh God, I'm having one of those moments. And then after that, just go back, and every day just do your little things over and over again, and you'll get there. It will come, and it will get faster, and it will get easier. So you're doing great, honestly.
I think I built my business offline, and just nothing was online. I was so scared of online. So all of this is really new. And there's kind of so much information. It's just like, wow, what do we do? And I think having this group has been amazing because it just centers your focus again. It just keeps bringing you back. Every time you go rushing off somewhere, it just brings you back to focus. So thank you so much. It's amazing.
You're welcome.
Aww, you're so welcome.
Yeah, that's
I think
why
what we're trying to do, I think what we're trying to do is, it's like building a house. What we're teaching you with these first few steps is like your foundation that will always keep your business strong. The skills that we're teaching you with the 6 steps and all of that, that's your foundation for your business. All the other stuff, the funnelizers, the blogs, they're like turrets on your house that you don't need right now, but they will make your house look amazing in the long run. But right now, it's more important that you get solid foundations of the house built, and that's kind of what we're wanting to do, is give you that foundation and teach you those skills that will ensure the longevity of your business and the success of your business.
Thank you.
Anyone else got any question? We literally have only got 7 minutes.
I'll say it says 7 minutes left. Worst come to worst, I can always start a new one, but apparently the free is only 40 minutes long. So
Is everyone happy with everything?
Yeah, it's great.
Ooh, people are moving.
Oh, got a late joiner. Hi, Marilyn.
this is Mary Lynn coming in. We can only see the top of your head.
I think
Hello.
as well, what we will do is we will regularly check in the group with you just to see how things are going. Obviously, anyone who's joined under us 3 will be contacted, and you can contact your people. It is important to keep having those conversations. Don't just sign someone up and then leave them to their own devices, because no doubt they will end up doing what everyone else does and just get lost in MLSP, because it is like a maze. Keep touch with anyone that you've signed up to the trial, and if you're not sure of anything, just come back to us. We're real people. We're approachable. We want to help. We desperately want you to succeed in this. So please do ask. Don't think, oh, I'm not going to bother them because they're really busy. Just send that message, or put something in the group.
Put it in the group.
I would be devastated if I found out that any of you had left for not asking a question. I feel like we'd let you down. So just ask the question. Even if you think it's ridiculously stupid, no doubt we'll have asked it ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Please reach
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, put all the any questions you have in the group, because what we'll do is, as we get questions from maybe 1 or 2, they might tie together, and we'll do we've started a document already where Sarah's
the bites everywhere.
So any questions, we'll create something that we can then put into the files where it fits, so it's always going to be there for you. You know, we're doing hints and tips, we'll do everything that we can, so the more you ask, the more we'll kind of know as people are going through the things they're coming up against. Because interestingly, Lynn just said that she's built most of her business offline, so you might struggle a bit more with some of the technology, whereas actually a lot of people are okay with the online. But, you know, it's the talking to people bit that they have the problem with. You know, everyone's got different issues, and so just throw them all in and we'll sort them all out, and we'll work out little structures, little answers and things, and then you can just tap in to the areas, you know, that you need to.
Okay, so anything else? We says 4 minutes before we are kicked off.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, Marilyn, go.
I was waiting till Lynn said, because I said I couldn't get on, but I have got.
Oh, good.
Well done.
Hi, Marilyn.
We'll probably do something like this maybe on a monthly basis.
Yeah, maybe once a month.
Because we know, we totally understand, we've all been in the same boat, so we want to iron out any issues for you. And I'm sure as we've gone through it, we've had things that have cropped up, and I know I've asked questions from the other guys for things I've not been sure about. So we want to be able to be here for you and to answer those questions. So yeah, we'll try and do something on a regular basis. Plus, that it's nice to see you all.
Yes.
Nice to get to know you, rather than just being a Facebook name and a picture. We actually get to see the real you.
Yeah, because you notice nobody looks like their Facebook page, right? I was thinking that, like,
Really?
nobody looks like their picture. Yeah.
Best shot you can get.
Exactly. And mine's like, I keep joking. I'm like, mine's like 6 years old or 7 years old. I was like, yeah, I don't really know.
I haven't had a good photo since then, so I'm not going to bother.
Exactly. I haven't changed it. Yeah. I've just left it there.
I think I just, no one would recognise me if they bumped into me in the street. They'd be like, you?
But you've got flowers in your hair, Sarah, in your picture.
I can't true.
No. I walk around like that. That's how I walk around. Just with a halo of flowers. I've taken it off today. It's been absolutely lovely to see your faces and to catch up with you all. I hope that it's put some of your minds at ease a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's great to know you guys are here and just to see your kind of experience in all of this is brilliant. Like I said, it just pulls you back. So instead of getting lost, I looked at MLSP about 3.5 years ago, and it just went boom. It was like, what is that? So to have this has been really, it's been amazing, and to get up and running so fast and getting those links out and everything kind of scripted is it's a phenomenal idea, and it does keep the tension. It's brilliant.
I mean, eventually, those scripts are great to start out with and everything, but eventually it'll become more comfortable and it'll trip off your tongue and it'll be much more relaxed. But obviously they're there as your crutch at the start to give you an idea of what to say. If there are any things that any of you are particularly struggling with, I know, Karen, you've been like wincing. So just let us know. Don't suffer in silence. Please don't, because we do want to help. It is genuine that we want to help, and so do reach out, do ask questions. If you're not comfortable with doing it in this format, private message people, and we will do whatever we can. And remember, we all started somewhere. We all hated certain things. We all had to just bite the bullet and do it, so we know. So
I still hate video. I can admit it. I still hate video.
I hate it.
Facebook Live, right? I talked about this to you earlier, Karen. Still hate it.
So,
but I do it.
We all have things that we hate. We all have things that we're not good at. And so we're here to hold your hand and get through that. So don't feel like you can't talk to us.